Welcome to OptimizeHIT.com. Adoption of EHRs and achieving meaningful use is, or should be, on the minds of a lot of physicians. The only problem is that for the last 10 to 15 years, acceptance has been a huge struggle, and 50% of implementations fail. How can that be? 50% is a huge number. First, EHRs are complex. If you thought programming the old VCR was too hard, getting a wide variety of individuals to understand and utilize an EHR to electronically prescribe, communicate with staff, and write a note is leagues tougher. There are many features of an EHR that go unused even with older systems, so you can imagine the cockpit of new certified EHRs. Let's not forget about costs either. Training can make up close to a quarter of the total implementation costs, and lost productivity another 25%. Can you afford to lose this if the implementation fails? The great news is, healthcare professionals are smart people. They are dedicated to helping patients want to do better, and with the right training, they can be very successful. That's where OptimizeHIT comes in. Our training software drives clinical adoption while preventing productivity loss during implementation. Before we show you how, let's look in on a standard EHR training session. Does this training room look familiar? If you're a trainer, you know the overwhelming feeling of packing a lot of information into a short time, surrounded by people with a variety of computer skills. As an administrator, you might see people at a computer instead of helping patients. As a CFO, you're totaling up the costs of getting everyone in the same room. As an attendee, you might be looking at the clock because you've been sitting for hours. Before long, you have a group of trainees that are tuning out, and the stresses of the day start to creep in. It's easy to see why bulk canned training doesn't take, isn't it? The best trainers still run into these issues. That's why our method, our process, supports the trainers and leads to success. Common sense says that for a novice to become a meaningful user, the learner must go through stages such as basic, intermediate, and advanced. Accomplishing this in a group or one-on-one sessions in classrooms can be difficult to coordinate. Also, many organizations try to cram it all in the shortest time possible because time is money. After the training blast, everyone is live. But how much of the information stuck with the user? Are you starting to see why 50% of EHR implementations fail? Our experience shows that a much better way is to give the physicians the basics prior to implementation and have an effective way to give them the rest of the training as their experience with the EHR grows. Unlike other learning software, OptimizeHIT was specifically designed to achieve this task and drive clinical adoption of the EHR. Since it is web-based, hosted on Google's cloud, it is available at the time and place most convenient for the learner, and it doesn't have to interfere with clinic hours. It is even fully accessible to learners from their iPad. Our unique portal lists clinics and the users within all clinics. For each skill on the EHR is an associated video and multiple-choice question to assess the learner's knowledge on the topic. Our portal also serves as a knowledge base, and learners can browse topics by category, by proficiency level, and they can even search through all of the skills instantly and incrementally by typing in here. Let's take a look at the clinic dashboard. You can immediately see how the clinic is doing, like what post-implementation day it is, where your users stand in terms of proficiency level, and average number of patients per day. Centralized reporting is available on all learners, providing more details than just numbers. Robust real-time reporting tells managers and staff exactly how the implementation is going along, with other important information, such as skills per day, patients per day, and frustration level. We have even embedded chat to ensure your learners can connect with support personnel or teachers very easily. OptimizeHIT is the evolution of standard training, connecting all stakeholders of the implementation real time, all with the goal of driving clinical adoption towards and beyond meaningful use. Because what is most important is that patients and healthcare providers who all depend on the EHR are healthier at the end of the day. Don't continue developing training in the dark. Optimize HIT provides convenient, continuing EHR training to learners by driving clinical adoption while preventing productivity loss. This is what you will need in order to achieve meaningful use and receive your incentive bonus. Sign up today for a free 30-day trial and be among the many healthcare practices around the nation who are on a fast track to achieve meaningful use with OptimizeHIT.com.